Atlantis, myth or reality? 10 facts. Atlantis is one of the most mysterious and fascinating phenomena in human history. The legendary continent described by Plato still causes debate. Was it a real place or just a myth created for philosophical reflection? From ancient texts to modern scientific hypotheses, traces of Atlantis seem to be scattered all over the world. What do the deep waters of the ocean hide? Is it possible that the secrets of this enigmatic civilization are still waiting to be revealed? Today, we will explore 10 of the most intriguing facts about Atlantis that will make you take a new look at its history. You will find unexpected discoveries, ancient artifacts, and hypotheses that push the boundaries of our understanding of the past. What do you think? Was Atlantis real or just a myth? Write your opinion in the comments, share your thoughts, and stay with us to learn more. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so as not to miss new videos about the mysteries of the world and history. The content is for entertainment purposes only and is based on historical theories, hypotheses, and fantasies. First mention in Plato's works. The philosopher Plato occupies a central place in the history of Atlantis. It was he who first wrote about it in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, written around 360 BC. In these works, he describes Atlantis as a powerful state with a highly developed civilization that existed about 9,000 years before his time. Atlantis was an island continent inhabited by wise and strong people who were blessed by the gods. Plato claimed that this island was located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, and its influence extended throughout Europe and Africa. The Atlantean state was distinguished by justice and order, but as a result of pride and ambition, it fell. According to the description, Atlantis was destroyed by natural disasters, including earthquakes and floods. However, the question still remains. Was Plato writing about a real place, or was he using the myth as a philosophical allegory? Many researchers suggest that Plato may have heard this legend from Egyptian priests, which adds even more mystery. This detail makes the story of Atlantis an eternal topic of debate. A second location. Plato clearly stated that Atlantis was located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, which we know today as the Strait of Gibraltar. However, the exact location remains one of the most debated topics. Researchers offer many options, from the Atlantic Ocean to the Caribbean Sea, from the Mediterranean to Antarctica. Some believe that Atlantis could have been a sunken continent between Europe and America. Supporters of the Caribbean theory claim that the remains of Atlantis are located near Cuba. Others associate it with the island of Santorini, which was destroyed by a powerful volcanic eruption. Geologists also suggest that tectonic faults and shifts could have plunged the island into the abyss. In the modern world, exploration of the ocean floor with the help of technology continues, but Atlantis remains elusive. Its location is like a symbol of hope for great discoveries that await us in the future. 3. High technology. One of the most intriguing aspects of the legend of Atlantis is its advanced technology. The Atlanteans are said to have used the energy of crystals, which allowed them to create powerful mechanisms and control natural phenomena. These crystals supposedly served as a source of endless energy, lighting up cities and powering aircraft. Some theories claim that their knowledge of science and technology was superior to our modern achievements. For example, it is assumed that the Atlanteans could build underwater tunnels or use anti-gravity devices. The myths also mention the Atlanteans' connection with extraterrestrial civilizations, which could have passed on their knowledge to them. Finds such as mysterious stones on the ocean floor or ancient maps raise questions about how such knowledge could have been lost. The legends of Atlantis' high technology inspired not only writers and filmmakers, but also scientists who continue to search for traces of this mysterious civilization. 4. Overnight death. The story of the death of Atlantis still evokes awe and mystery. Plato claimed that the island nation disappeared in one night and one day. Giant earthquakes, powerful tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions allegedly sank Atlantis into the depths of the sea. Scientists suggest that this could have happened as a result of the collision of tectonic plates or the fall of a large meteorite. This version is supported by the myths of other peoples, such as the ancient Indians, who mention submerged cities. The story of the instantaneous death of Atlantis also raises the question of its sudden punishment. Perhaps it was a symbolic tale of the fall of a proud people who angered the gods. Modern geophysicists continue to explore the ocean floor to find confirmation. However, the lack of clear evidence makes this part of the story the most mysterious. The legend of a quick catastrophe reminds us of the fragility of civilization in the face of the forces of nature. ED5. The Santorini Theory. Many researchers associate Atlantis with the Minoan civilization that existed on the islands of Crete and Santorini around 1600 BC. The powerful volcanic eruption of Santorini was one of the greatest catastrophes of the ancient world. Huge amounts of ash and lava destroyed a thriving culture, and the ensuing tsunami flooded coastal cities. This event could have inspired the myth of Atlantis. Research shows that the Minoans had advanced technologies, such as running water and sewage systems, which makes them similar to the legendary Atlanteans. Some archaeological finds, such as frescoes depicting mysterious landscapes, give grounds for speculation about a connection with Atlantis. However, despite these coincidences, opponents of the theory believe that Plato was describing something much larger. The Santorini version remains one of the most popular, proving that legends and real events are often intertwined in history. 6. Underwater finds. One of the most striking arguments in favor of the existence of Atlantis is the mysterious underwater structures, such as the Bimini Road, discovered in 1968 off the coast of the Bahamas. These massive stone slabs, laid out in the form of a road or wall at a depth of several meters, have become the subject of heated debate. Some researchers believe that this is a natural formation, while others claim that these are ancient ruins, possibly associated with Atlantis. Archaeologists who studied the object found similarities between these structures and famous megaliths on land, such as Stonehenge. Many argue that this may be the remains of an ancient port or a protective wall built by a highly developed civilization. It is important to note that the Bimini Road is not the only underwater formation that is associated with Atlantis. Mysterious rectangular structures, as well as shapes resembling city streets, are found on the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. Echosonar studies and satellite images have revealed many anomalies that remain unexplained. Believers in Atlantis claim that these findings are proof of its existence. However, the lack of artifacts, such as pottery or metal, makes it difficult to draw a definitive conclusion. 7. Geological theories. The disappearance of Atlantis is associated with geological cataclysms, such as powerful tectonic faults, volcanic eruptions, or giant tsunamis. According to Plato's hypothesis, the Atlantean civilization was destroyed literally in one night and one day. This could have been caused by a powerful volcanic eruption, similar to the one that destroyed the Minoan civilization on the island of Santorini around 1600 BC. Geologists also point to the possibility of devastating tsunamis that could have submerged huge territories underwater. Another popular theory is associated with tectonic plates. If Atlantis was indeed located in the Atlantic Ocean, then shifts in continental plates could have destroyed it. Underwater research in the areas of the mid-Atlantic ridge have revealed traces of volcanic activity that are consistent with the catastrophe theory. Geologists also find evidence of large-scale changes in sea levels that could have flooded significant territories. This data adds credibility to the legend of Atlantis. 8. The mystical side. Mystics and theosophists claim that Atlantis was not only a highly developed civilization, but also a spiritual center with unique knowledge. Helena Blavatsky, a famous theosophist of the 19th century, wrote that the Atlanteans were the bearers of ancient wisdom that surpassed modern technology. According to her teachings, the inhabitants of Atlantis had the ability to control energies and develop unusual spiritual abilities. They allegedly used the power of crystals for healing, teleportation, and even communication with extraterrestrial civilizations. In esoteric circles, it is believed that much of the Atlantean knowledge was lost, but was partially preserved in ancient texts such as the Emerald Tablets. This mystical side of Atlantis inspired writers, researchers, and even scientists to search for its traces. Some modern authors claim that the soul of Atlantis continues to live in our collective consciousness, reminding us of the golden age of humanity. 9. Hitler's interest. During World War II, Nazi Germany, under the leadership of Heinrich Himmler, showed great interest in Atlantis. The Nazis believed that Atlantis could be the ancestral home of the Aryan race, to which they attributed a special origin. Himmler and his associates organized expeditions to Tibet, Greenland, and other regions in search of evidence of the existence of Atlantis. Their goal was to find ancient artifacts that would confirm the theory of supermen. Many expeditions ended in failure, but they continued to search for traces of civilization. Some historians believe that such searches reflected the ideology of the Nazis more than real scientific goals. However, this added even more mystery and popularity to Atlantis. The legend that the Nazis could have found something valuable still arouses interest and inspires the creators of films and books. 10th, modern research. In the 21st century, the search for Atlantis continues using the most modern technology. Underwater vehicles, satellite images, and ground-penetrating radar allow researchers to search for sunken structures all over the world. One of the most discussed regions is the Caribbean, where researchers find structures resembling pyramids and ancient cities. Some hypotheses also suggest that Atlantis could be hidden under the ice of Antarctica. Other researchers claim that the remains of the civilization may be located off the coast of Spain, where mysterious ruins have been found. Modern science is cautious about these discoveries, explaining them either by natural phenomena or later cultures. However, enthusiasts continue to believe that Atlantis is not a myth, but a real civilization that will one day be found.